So, darlings, welcome back to the channel. This is the Mystical Tarot 222. So, as I have said today to do your reading, these are the cards that have just popped out, okay, immediately, one after another. And this energy sitting on this table tonight is super intense, as you can already see. Because, say, the moment I started connecting with this spread, I knew this wasn't going to be one of those soft or surface level readings because this feels like somebody who has been trying to negotiate their feelings, okay, trying to cover up for what they feel for you, maybe even trying to run away from them. Because see, this person is someone who is trying to stay in control of their emotions in front of you. You are someone they desperately want. You are someone they cannot just go about a day without looking at, without talking to. But what is that? It's like you are playing with their focus. Yes, like that, they desperately want to connect with you in such a deeper level that their focus is now like diverted totally towards you. No matter how much they're trying to distract themselves, they are failing miserably. Okay, and we're not talking about someone who is just going to be any other person because what I am seeing here that this person is a rich guy, a very rich and dominant guy because the more they're trying to ignore what they're feeling the stronger it's becoming and the more powerful is growing inside of them. It's not that they have just known you for a day or so. You must share a deep bond with this person already. You might be already in a connection with this person, a human might be not talking to one another recently. Okay, just you might be have got into a fight or something like that, or this could be someone who might be admiring you for a longer time, and they're seeing you might be getting connected to others, talking to other people. Okay, maybe you are getting close to other people and something inside of them is like boiling because see, now remember that this is a general reading, so take what only resonates and leave what does not, because the message meant for you will eventually find you if it is not this one. Before I even start going through these notes one by one, I'm already seeing a very specific type of person coming through. I already told you that this could be someone we are already dealing with. This could be someone who has been be admiring you from afar. Could be a crush or somebody else. But what I am very sure about is that this is not somebody weak. This is not somebody lost. This is not somebody who sits around waiting for life to happen. This person is a hard worker. This person knows how to make things happen in their life. This feels like a person who is ambitious, a person who has responsibilities, a person who has built something for themselves, okay, and a person who has power, okay, a person who is used to making decisions, not questioning them. A person, no matter how many times has been might be fallen flat into their face, they have always stood up and has reached a place now where no one can just, you know, take them lightly. Because what I'm seeing here is that this person is full of confidence, but when it comes to you, their confidence starts waving, like they behave differently. Okay, their thoughts start behaving differently, and their focus also start like behaving differently. And that's where your story is becoming much more interesting here, because what I'm seeing isn't about somebody casually interested in you. They are not just finding a way to distract themselves or to have a little fun. This feels like somebody who notices you, tries to move on, and then realizes that they can't. Okay, somebody who keeps finding themselves pulled back towards you again and again. Somebody who thought this would pass and it didn't. In fact, it's becoming stronger. I'm not telling that this person is just waiting for the right moment to come. This person is already in your energy. This person is already around you. This person is already might be in a connection with you, whether it is romantic or professional, but they are involved with you. Okay, because I'm getting this strong feeling here. Because of these messages, I want you to pay attention to the bigger picture that's unfolding here, because this isn't about attraction anymore. This is about curiosity. Okay, this isn't about curiosity. This is about somebody realizing that you have become far more important to them than they ever intended. You might work for this person, okay, and maybe you know, you share a kind of professionalism with this person, or maybe this person is interested you, might be through online. So there are a variety of options here how this person could be connected to you. And honestly, I don't think they're fully prepared for their realization themselves when they started to realize their feelings for you. When they started to might be come in contact with you, they never thought that, okay, that something like this would happen, something dark will like awaken inside of them for you. Okay, because the first thing I'm grabbing is like that this person isn't approaching the situation carefully. When I connect with their energy, I don't see somebody flirting with everybody. I don't see somebody throwing their attention around. I see somebody who notices very specific things about people. And once something catches their attention, they become incredibly focused on it. And that's exactly what's happened here. The more they observe you, the more questions they have like started asking themselves that not like are you attractive, are you beautiful, okay, it's more like that question was answered a long time ago because you're attracted, you're attractive, you were charming, that's why you got their attention. But the question they're asking now is that why can't I stop thinking about this particular person, because that's where they're stuck. They already acknowledged your appearance. Okay, what keeps pulling them is everything else, like your personality, your confidence, the way you carry yourself, the way you respond to situations, the way you don't seem desperate for attention. So I'm getting somebody who has a strong personality themselves. This person isn't used to being feeling uncertain about things. Okay, and when they feel uncertain about things, it makes them uneasy. They're usually the one who knows exactly what they're doing, what they want, usually the one with a plan, usually the one making decisions. But when it comes to you, they keep seeing moments where they're second guessing themselves, moments they're wondering whether you even realize how much attention you're receiving from them, moments when they're wondering whether you see them the way they are beginning to see you. And that's creating a lot of tension inside of this person because this person likes certainty, they like knowing where they stand, yet with you they don't have all the answers yet, and that bothers them more than they ever admitted. So now here is things becoming more interesting for you. I'm seeing somebody who appears very calm on the outside, very calm on the outside. Like friends, co-workers, family members, most people would never guess what's happening underneath the surface. They look composed, collected, focused, but internally their minds like keeps returning to you no matter how much they try not to think about you. Random moments they have spent with you like comes to their mind during the day, late at night, while doing something that needs their full focus, while working basically, while trying to focus on something completely unrelated to you, you keep showing up. And they don't think they expected that because it doesn't feel planned. Okay, a person who always work, wake up and you know go about their day as they have planned, if something feels off for them, it feels like something that slowly happened over time. One direction became two, two became five, five became a habit, and before they realize it they were paying attention to you far more than they intended. Now what spirit keeps showing me is observation. Yes, observation. This person notices details, small details, the things you think nobody catches, changes in your mood, changes in your appearance, the way your energy shifts when you're excited versus when you are tired, the way you speak when you're passionate about something. And what's interesting is that they remember these things. There's a part that stands out. They're not just noticing, they're storing the information. And when somebody starts remembering little details about you without trying, that's usually a sign that you have become important to them. Now hold on, because the energy is getting more stronger now. Why? Because I keep hearing that this person has reached a point where simple curiosity is no longer enough. No longer enough. They're watching from a distance, but it's no longer enough. Wondering is no longer enough. Like they're starting to want answers now. Real answers. Because the feelings have grown beyond what they expected. And the more these feelings are growing, the harder it's becoming for them to stay silent. That's why I keep feeling like movement coming from this person. Movement coming from this person. Okay, not because they are impulsive, actually they're opposite. They think before they act, they calculate before they move, and they observe, okay, before they speak. But once they make a decision, they commit to it, and that's a good sign, and that's a good thing. Okay, and Because whatever started this fascination isn't fading, it's growing, and it's growing into something more severe, lasting, powerful, strong, and passionate. Okay, I think what surprises this person in the most is that you weren't part of the plan, you weren't something they were looking for. Okay, yeah, I think like someone like you weren't might be the goal they were actively chasing, pursuing, but yet somehow you have become a significant part of their thoughts anyway. And this realization, okay, and that realization is hitting them harder than they expected. Because this person likes control, maybe because see, every person like life love control. This could be like an Aries, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, someone might be like Libra, Scorpio. Okay, these signs are something that likes control in their life. Maybe these are the signs they are might be one of, maybe not. So moving forward, I see here that this person is someone who has always lived a structured life, whether it was planned for them or they have brought up by like that or they have like developed it themselves. But they are like someone who know exactly where their energy is going, what they are doing, what they want in their life, where they used to want to be. So it likes that you have like introduced something unpredictable into their world. Okay, they can't quite figure out what to do about it, what to do about you. And when I look into this card specifically, I'm seeing that their attention is being towards drawn towards a specific situation. Like this person has options. That's what makes this so interesting. Okay, yeah, this person has what options. Yes, and this that was make this so interesting because they're not sitting around with nobody paying attention to them. People notice them, respect them, and want access to them as well. Yet despite all of that, their focus seems like returning to one direction, and that direction is yours. And that's creating a lot of internal conflict because see, they are trying to understand why you stand out so much in their eyes, why your opinion matters, what your attention matters, why your presence affects them so much, why. And every answer keeps leading back to the same thing, that you feel different. I'm seeing something here that I think many of you need to hear, that this person does not just notice strengths, they notice strength. Everybody notices strength, confidence, beauty. What catches their intentions about you are the moments when your guard drops. Okay? Yes, guard drops. The moment when you are being genuine, the moments when you are focused on something and forget that anybody is watching you. Okay? The moment when you are simply being yourself. Those are the moments that stay with them. And that's why this isn't feeling superficial. This isn't somebody creating a fantasy version of you, because you were not fantasy, you were the real deal, right? So the version that exists when nobody is performing is what attracting them much more. And that is changing everything about how they look at you, how they feel about you, and everything else. Because when somebody starts becoming interested in the real person rather than the image, the connection starts moving into a completely different territory. So now I am also picking up a competitive energy around this person. Okay? Yes. Competitive energy is here. Let me sit with it for a moment. Like not because like they are competing directly here, because they don't like the idea of somebody else getting your attention. Interesting, very interesting, because I don't necessarily see them acting on that immediately, but I definitely see them noticing if somebody mentions your name. Okay, and yeah, they notice if somebody else seems interested, they notice if your attention seems elsewhere, trust me, they notice that too. And what I'm hearing is that they're far more invested than they're letting on, far more. Okay, because this person is trying very hard to appear unaffected by you. Meanwhile, they're tracking details that somebody casually interested wouldn't even care about. Okay, if someone is casually interested about you, on you, they will not go to such lengths. Okay, they will not care about that who you are looking up to, who you're talking to, they will not get jealous, they will not get possessive, right? But here is the part that's making me smile here, because see, I think this person keeps having imagining conversations with you, and way more like bizarre, you can say, fantasies. Because you know those moments where somebody is driving home, working late, sitting alone, and suddenly, like, they are rehearsing conversations that they haven't had even might be yet. Okay, that's what it just feels like. They're thinking about what they would say, how they would approach you, how you might respond, how things could unfold if they finally stop holding back and express everything they are feeling towards you. How would it be? Because see, they want to break you with their touch, like that they are holding terribly back here. And yeah, a person with such passion to control themselves to such a length is very much admirable. Because see, they are someone who is like craving you to a length where, like, want us from you and they will lose their control. Okay, but still they are just giving it all to hold themselves back because they don't want you to run away from them, they don't want to scare you away. Okay, they are finished of their dreaming, because they, whenever they look at you, they feel like that there is some kind of unfinished business they have to deal with you. They're dreaming of dominating you in bed, like that they want to get sexually so much entangled with you. Sometimes they feel like that they will become impulsive all of a sudden, which is actually they are not like that, but they might act on it if they see that you are like, getting away from them on purpose. And they're also losing sleep over you, because see, the need for you is becoming so much intense and so much powerful, like it is hurting them really very hard from inside. But they don't want to make you feel like that they are desperate to sleep with you, because this is going to be a total messed up connection if you end up feeling about this person this way, because they want to make you feel like that they want you for a longer period of time, like that they want to build a committed relationship with you. They want to make you feel like they love you, they care about you, not to just only to have a physical relationship with you. Yes, they want you to move in with them, but with full consent of yours. Okay, and they are dominant, they want to dominate you, and this is like the energy of an alpha male I'm getting here, which is craving you. Okay, they are someone who's planning, they are preparing, not in fantasy, in reality they are preparing something, because you have somehow awakened their darkest fantasies here. They're sharp, they're very quick with it. So whatever signal you will give to them, they will catch on it very quickly. And once they catch up on it, they're not going to be wasting a single moment of time. They are just waiting for a signal from you that you are going to be waving the white flag, and then that's it. They're going to be coming with full force towards you. They will confess, they will propose. They will not only propose to you like that, I love you. Their gestures are going to be totally different, because they have power, they're strong, they're powerful, and they are someone who is going to be using this wealth of theirs to impress you. They will pursue you. Okay, they're just waiting for a sign that you will give them. Okay, until and unless they get sure about how you feel about them, they're not going to be taking any stance, because your situation right now could be different. You might be in a circumstance right now where your situation is not favorable for this connection. You might be entangled with a certain situation that needs your full attention right now. You might be with somebody else right now. So this is not might be quite right for them to act like that. So they're waiting for you. Okay, this person is slowly moving from observation into intention, and that I'm seeing a huge shift happening, because once somebody reaches that point, they stop asking themselves whether they should make a move or not. They start asking themselves that when should I make up those move, and that's exactly where the story feels like it's heading next. Okay, so what I am seeing here is much more powerful. Okay, and let me tell you that they have already lost their mind, they are already losing their mind, because your voice makes them throb like that when they hear your voice. Okay, the sweet voice of yours, when you talk so softly with them, they feel like that something is stabbing them, because that thing that all about you. Okay, your voice, your connection, or whatever that is. They want all of them for themselves. But here is the thing that you are might be not giving them, exclusively to them, because you are not yet in a deeper connection with this person. The feelings are maybe mutual, but both of you are hiding and running from one another. You two crave each other physically, mentally, ritually. But the situations that you both are not favorable for you, both of you right now. There might be some kind of societal distance, some kind of taboo connection could be there. Maybe they might be already committed to someone else. Okay. There will be various type of situation, but they are someone who has a prestige privilege. Okay, they belong from someone something like a very powerful background. They are not like a nobody. They are someone with power, status, and they are highly admired and highly valued. So that is also could be another reason why your relationship seems so much of a heaven and earth type of. And that's where Spirit wants me to leave this reading today. Because honestly, the strongest message coming through this entire spread isn't just somebody notices you. See, this is about somebody who's gradually realizing they cannot no longer dismiss what they're feeling. That's the difference. This isn't a passing thought. This is a brief moment of curiosity. This isn't something that's fading with time. If anything, it feels like the opposite. The more time passing, the more obvious these feelings are becoming. And I think that that's exactly why this person is finding themselves at a crossroad. Maybe you are also standing at a crossroad as well. Okay? Because eventually there comes a moment when observation isn't going to be enough anymore. Both of you need to make a proper and powerful decision for one another. So watching isn't going to be enough. Wondering is not going to be enough is as well. Imagining possibilities isn't going to be enough as well. Eventually, a choice has to be made, and I feel like that's where this energy is heading towards. From before we could close this reading, Spirit wants to remind you of something very important, that you don't have to convince the right person to see your value. You don't have to chase the right person. You don't have to perform for the right person. You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to do like people pleasing for that person. You don't have to please them. Okay? Because the people who are meant to recognize your worth will recognize it naturally without even you lifting a finger. The people who genuinely appreciate you won't need endless explanation from you. They will not curse you. They will not need you to, you know, to obey them. And the people who are serious about being in your life will eventually show it through actions, not just thoughts, not just like words will be not there. There will be actions, solid ones. Because thoughts are powerful, feelings are too powerful, but actions are what change the story, isn't it? So, my love, and I think this person is getting very close to understanding that, or might be have already understood that. Very close they are to be opening up. So if you have been feeling like something is shifting behind the scenes, if you have been feeling like somebody's attention has been lingering longer than usual, if you have been feeling like an important chapter is quite approaching, trust that feeling. Because this spread feels like an ending and more like the beginning. It is not like making me feel like that this is the ending of something. It is just the beginning of something here that has been building for might be a long time. Thank you so much for spending your energy with me today, beautiful souls. If this reading resonated, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments below, okay? I absolutely love reading your experiences and connecting with you, all of you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our soul family if you haven't already. Take care of yourself, trust your intuition, trust divine timing, and most importantly, never underestimate the impact you have on the people whose lives you touch, okay? Whose lives you touch. So I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Till then, bye bye. Take care.